PFL is coming to Pittsburgh. Main event, Eblen versus Battle. Co-main event, the man, Hercules, Dalton Rosta versus Impa Kasanganay. And that's a South Florida battle because you got American Top Team with Rosta versus Impa and Killcliff FC, Deerfield Beach. This is so very cool. Hey, it's also Dalton returning to Pittsburgh, somewhere, someplace, somehow. He knows very well. Dalton, thank you as always. Hey, tell us about this fight coming up and being home in Pittsburgh.
Like you said, I'm fighting Impa Kasanganay. I'm fighting a really good fighter. I'm fighting in front of my home crowd, though, and this is the best I've felt in a long time, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good fight.
What is it like coming back home? Because this is going to be on Saturday, March 28th at the UPMC Events Center in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. I'm wondering, how far were you from Moon Township, Dalton?
I grew up about 35 to 40 minutes away from Moon Township. It was in Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
And what was it like just growing up in Pittsburgh? And then for this fight, do you have a lot of family and friends coming to this one?
Yes, I do. The place should be packed. Newcastle, growing up in the Pittsburgh area, be a long story to explain how that was, honestly. But it built a lot of character, to say the least.
Now that's good, though, Dalton. But the thing is, you're coming off, your record now is 11-2. And your last fight, you did have a setback. So how is it for you preparing and getting ready for this one? Because that fight, too, you were fighting Fabian Edwards, and you were winning that fight. And then all of a sudden you got caught. So for you, what did you take away from that, lessons learned, and just getting ready for this one with Impa?
I had a bad habit exposed in that last fight, but I feel like he struck lightning in a bottle. And, that's something that'll never happen again. So I'm looking forward to this next fight. I'm looking forward to showing everybody that that was a fluke and it's not going to happen again, and that I'm still the best middleweight on the planet.
And it's interesting because you do have the backup for that, because you did lose to Aaron Jeffrey and then you came back and beat him. So I know you don't want to look ahead to anyone else, but your thoughts of what this fight does for you, competing against Impa, a former PFL champion, just what does this fight mean to you and just getting yourself going and moving forward?
Like you said, he's a former champion. He's a good fighter. And last year in the first round of the tournament, I drew a former champion in the PFL as well. And we saw how that went. So I think that they're putting me in a good position to, a big name, a good fighter, to prove myself in my comeback. They're not just giving me a gimme fight. And whenever I go out there and I make a statement finish this Saturday, everybody's going to know that I'm back.
And Dalton, what is it like? And we've talked about this before, I know, but American Top Team in South Florida, Coconut Creek, what has that been like for you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
I know we've talked about this before. American Top Team in Coconut Creek, what has that been like for you?
It's been great. Like I said, it's the best gym in the world, and some of the best fighters in the world train there from all over the world. You got Russia, Brazil, England, Poland, Ukraine, all these different countries, and we're all collectively trying to get better together. And you have the best coaches in the world. You have a great facility, state-of-the-art facility. They have dorms there. Couldn't be any better, and obviously the weather down there great year-round. So as for outdoor training and stuff like that, you're not really hindered like you are in places in the north, like here in Pittsburgh. It's pretty nice here today, but usually it's cold during the winter, so you don't have stuff like that, like winter advisories, snowstorms, anything shutting down the gym. You're going to be able to train every single day and train against the best and be taught under the best in the best state-of-the-art gym in the world. So I couldn't be more grateful.
And Dalton, too, we'll wrap this up, but I also want to get from you, who have you been training with to prepare you for Impa, and who will be in your corner for the big event, co-main eventing in Pittsburgh?
Who I've been training with Azamat Bokayev. He's been one of my sparring partners, and also Nema Fazil. The Azamat is a middleweight in the UFC, And then Nemo actually just had a fight announced on the Netflix card for the Ronda Rousey versus Serrano fight. So those have been my main training partners as for sparring. But whenever it comes to like grappling and wrestling and everything else, I'm training with everybody in the gym. You know what I mean? One of my favorite sparring or training partners is Yaroslav Amosov. He's one of the best grapplers in the world. Has very good wrestling. And he's 29-1 now, 30-1 overall. So has a great record. And like I said, I just all around everybody I train with is good. There's no easy rounds, and I think that's going to show come Saturday.
And you already have said who's going to be in your corner for this big fight?
Yes, I'm going to have Conan Silveira, Anderson Franca, and my boy Shane King from back home.
Yeah, Mr. Shane is always there. That's cool. And he's from your area too up there, so that'll be cool too for him. And then Dalton, I'm also curious too, because Impa fights for trains for a competing gym, does that add a little more to it when you're ever fighting somebody from Killcliff FC?
No, that doesn't bother me at all. I don't really care about these gym rivalries or anything like that. My main priority is me, myself, and my career. So at the end of the day, I'm out here to do it for myself, you know. And in that regard, to the same point, you know, Impa is just someone standing across from me. I don't have anything against Impa either, but he's someone standing in the way of my goal. So end of the day, he has to go down. You know, it's me or him.
Well, Dalton, as always, thank you for the time. I know we got your big fight. We also got American Top Team's Johnny Eblen. I mean, he's going to have a big fight. He's in the main event. He's going against Bryan Battle. So we've got a lot of local in this one, South Florida in this one. Dalton, all the best as always, and thank you.
Thank you.